Right. Mr. Betteroff.
Thank you, Judge.
Honestly, go fuck yourself, sir. You don't say that, okay? You don't lose a trial where a jury acquits someone and find overwhelmingly not guilty and say, I gave my sincere obligation to look into this, and I'm telling you all I saw when she's guilty. Again, respectfully, go fuck yourself.
Is that a fair characterization? I think that, Your Honor.
I want to hear objection before I hear a word out of your mouth.
Objection.
Overruled. Sit down. Oh, I said overruled. Sit down.
Swear again like that. That was, no, I mean, whatever. That was, I shouldn't have done that.
A few moments later.
You, as a prosecutor, have got to be out of your fucking mind.
Nose.
Dude, Jimmy, look at those ears.
The ears don't bother me as much.
No, I don't trust a man. I don't trust a man with a lobe like that. No,
really,
not a fucking chance.
The mouth is butthole to me.
Very thin, paper thin.
The nose.
Oh, the nose.
The brows.
Well, listen, I will tell you though, I kind of like a fucked up nose on a guy.
Like a big old honker. I like a big nose.
Old nose. Give me that beak, bitch. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm into it.
Come over here. Cluck, cluck.
Yeah.
I see some chickens that went moving on up in my biz, cluck, cluck, running. Just you gotta be with the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, kids.
And I go, oop, clutch, clench, kegel. We did it all. And I go, oh, and what happened? And they go, well, we just got 4,000 plus pages, bitch. And I said, stop it. Show me it. Take me to Unimpound Town immediately, if not sooner. So what happens?
The bitch is here.
Why are you at a football game? Are you a Fonz correspondent?
Well, no, because it's only for men over 30. Okay? Have a great night, boys. Fuck off.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Hey, Blues Clues, motherfucker.
Hello, lovies. Happy Thursday. It's an afternoon delight. How are we? Nice to see you. Say, what are you doing, Kim? It's 2:00 in the afternoon. Yeah, it is. And we're together because we have stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff, if you will. Hello, Lovey. Hello, Mary Malarkey, first of her name. Hello, Nefarious Shenanigans, duh. And our LML Bun Bun. Sending all... Oh, no, this is Miss Jess. She's in the North End. Jess, are you going to Laconia? Oh, this is exciting. And most talkative just said, Kimmy, did you watch Mel? Are we talking about attorney Melanie Little, our queen? Yeah, sure did. I sure did. And I'm wondering, maybe, just maybe, Zach was right. Is Mercury in Gatorade? Perhaps his prostate flare is in tune with a full moon. I don't know. But I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the petty. I'm here for the spaghetti. I'm here for thickums. I'm here for dickums down. I'm here for it all. I have a pimple patch on my face because she's 40. All right. Anywho, listen. Shut all the way the fuck up, you dumb bitch acronym has taken on a life of its own. Jimmy asked Class 203 to send some homework. And by homework, he meant send it to my email. And I have been blessed by all Class Room 203. Also, you guys actually do homework. This is incredible. What is happening? Okay, I'm obsessed. But there was one specifically that stuck out to me yesterday, and I was tagged in Twitter regarding this. And it is by the miraculously ridiculous Derek Carney, who made a absolute banger that we need to listen to get ourselves just in the mood for mayhem. Are you prepared? Let us pray. I'm going to add it to stage. Oh, please. Okay. Now, how do I make it bigger? All right. And also, that's quite it's a face only a mother could love, but we accept. Let's play it.
What's gotten into the people in the world today? Common sense and man is pushed out of the way. No one's filtering the wild shit they say. Don't seem to have to read, so why you're so cray. You're not my friend, not my fam, not on my level, not my jam. You're the goddamn devil, I don't give a damn. When you drive through Salem, they scream, burn that witch. So shut all the way the fuck up, you dumb bitch. Please God, dear Lord, tell them to sign offline and hop on to all the good dick that you can find. Let everyone get dick down consensually. Go get you some instead of worrying about me. Everybody should be worshipped centrally. Hopefully you'll realize eventually. Get out of my face, get out of my chat. You're an ostrich, bitch. What you think about that? Well, you all way up inside my grill today. I don't think you have Tourette's, so why are you talking cray? You're not my friend, not my fam, not on my level, not my jam. You goddamn devil, I don't give a damn. When you're driving through Salem, they scream, burn the witch. Shut all the way the fuck up, you dumb bitch. Get out of my face, get out of my chat. You're an ostrich, bitch. What you think about that? Nurse Kim will preach it. Jimmy will teach it. Other Mary B and me will art it. Last and least young church will fart it. This was adapted from a non-ironic valid truth, Kimmy. It's my homework for Jimmy. Shout out to Tish, Kylie, and the other Mary B. Shout out to Zach, Mo, Esk, Nicola, and Queen Valerie. Shout out to Miss Jess, Emily C, and MC Kazi G. Shout out to Ray from Dallas. Fervent, Jess, Glera, Obi, and TV.
Obsessed. Okay. Hold, please. And if you would like to see more, how do I make this smaller? Then you can subscribe to the miraculously ridiculous Derek Carney. 10 out of 10. Hilarious. Oh, your name. Absolutely. Oh, the other Mary B. Shout out, babe. Okay. No notes. All incredible. All right. So I'm going to stop. Am I doing this right? All right. Stop sharing. Back home. Put yourself here. Okay. So smooth operator. Incredible. Had me gassed up to a point where I couldn't tell me shit, as usual, guys. Okay. Today I do have the infamous fake nose ring in because I feel like it's going to get a little spicy. All right. Not spicy in a weird way, spicy in the way that we are going to be covering the 26-minute hearing of the House defendants. All right. And the House defendants are affectionately known as H.A.M. by Kyle Sharkey. And this tickles my fancy because it is Higgins, Alberts, and McCabe's. Incredible. Okay. I love it. So now I'm going to pull up the trial channel, another wonderful channel that allows us to stream their information or what they got. And without sidebar bullshit, just give it to me straight, no chaser. Where is that? Oh, who is she? Okay. We're sharing. Figure out. I can remember how to do this, guys. It is not that difficult. Here it is. We're hamming. All right. So now we're going to play from the 9-minute mark. This was terrifying when I saw it. The picturing of all of Jennifer McCabe, Matthew McCabe, Colin Albert, Chris Albert, Brian Albert, and Brian Higgins, it was jarring. Also, big neck Daddy Higgins is no longer big necked. Oh, what? This is thin neck Daddy Higgins. This is like he's out of Thickum season. And I question everything right now. I mean, his suit looks like it could fit on Colin. Thank you. Thank you, Mary B. The fake nose ring. Oh, Matate will be like, "What? Oh, you got the fake nose ring in." I'll be like, "Oh, yeah. Step into a Slim Jim." That's what I feel like. I feel like Ric Flair. I don't know. I feel like being the nature boy when this comes on. I want to go on a WWE marathon. I want to body slam someone when I have a nose ring in. It feels right. You know, it feels like tequila when you know it's a bad choice and yet you're like, well, we've committed, we've made this decision. So now these are our choices. Okay. So we're going to do this. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Get out of there. Okay. This doesn't need to be open. Why do I have so many things open, guys, when I'm boomer adjacent? Okay. And now let's play. And do we want to make it actually a little faster? Probably. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. 1.25. Go. My God.
So Friday the 5th is not a good day. So what's good for the plaintiffs?
Plaintiffs are good any day, but by Friday to Monday.
Okay. Defendants? I can't do Thursday. Anyone can do it. That's fine.
We'll make that work. Yes, it's fine.
Oh.
Any day but Friday.
Thursday would work.
And we also have our next status conference on Wednesday with Your Honor. Right. In the other case. You don't want to mix the two. Yeah. That's up to you. That's up to you, Your Honor. Okay.
Thursday, Judge Lewis.
I personally may not be able to appear at all next week, but someone from my office can appear next week.
Okay. All right. So Council will put it on for Thursday the 4th.
Okay.
Maybe we'll put it on at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Does that work for everyone?
Thursday, 10 o'clock.
Great. All right. So now let's set a date for the soon-to-be filed anti-slap motions. So you're going to have everything by June 10th. Yes. I don't think the rule necessarily gives you 30 days.
No, I think the rule just gives me 10 days by default.
Right.
So again, I expect these will be lengthy motions and the fact-intensive nature of it.
I have one question. One question, lovies. Do you think this is the first time he's ever seen the back of his head? Because, I mean, that is a choice. That is a choice. Because it is giving male pattern baldness, but so aggressively in just that one spot, right? And then you think about the rest of his hairs. Like, that is an oxymoron. You'd think you'd see thinning, but you don't. I mean, it's just like, it's a holy moly, 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 moly. I feel like Dr. Evil looking at Fred Savage.
And as Your Honor is familiar, this is not a new case for some parties. You know, obviously, Defendant Reed has been involved with millions of pages of documents and discovered for years. We still have yet to get much of anything. So that's why I'm asking for more time. But if Your Honor says less than 30, we'll make whatever works.
Shade Emily.
Anyone working the week of 4th of July?
No, Your Honor.
You're on. Hilarious. Just hilarious. Is anyone working the week of before 4th of July? No. We know that no one's working. We know that the Commonwealth isn't working. This bailiff thought that was hilarious. Okay. He chuckled. Hey, I want to poke him right in the belly button and him go, hee hee.
That other person in your office.
There's a lot of us.
They what?
I'm working.
Sorry, Your Honor?
What about the other people in your office? The one you're sending next week?
I don't know their schedules.
I'm available the week of the 6th of July.
I'm also available that week, Your Honor.
Are we, I'm sorry, Your Honor, are we discussing a hearing on the anti-SLAPP motions at that time? That would be something that I would wish to argue myself, given my expertise in that area, so I would ask that it be pushed a little bit later in July.
Oh, no worries. Tiny ring of death. Take your time.
So I can get back from my vacation.
When are you leaving?
I'm leaving, I believe, on...
Not that I want you to hear your vacation plans, but
I will be back during the week of July 13th.
Am I nosy? Where are you going? What are you doing? The week of July 13th, you'll be back. I want to know everything. You have a full head of hair. You're not stressed out.
And I'll be around for part of the following week, 20th and 21st.
what about the week of June 22nd?
A lot of scheduling. A lot of scheduling.
Your 10 days would give you to like the 20th.
Yeah.
We give you 20 days. For the week of you can't be here the 29th or the 30th?
Oh.
Your Honor, I believe that we leave on the 1st, if my calendar is accurate. If my calendar is not accurate, my wife will probably kill me.
You're not here to cause
I believe I'm around on the 29th.
And unfortunately, Your Honor, I'll be on vacation then too, that time. My wife's birthday is the 4th of July.
Well, nope. Nope. Because if she doesn't kill you, someone may. Someone may. How are you feeling? How you feeling, Matthew? How you feeling, Mr. Veneers? Oh. Oh.
I tend to go away right before it. Sorry for airing that.
Really tugging at my heart.
I know. She'd kill me for saying that.
We won't ask you how old she is.
You will not get an answer from me, even if I'm compelled.
Higgins does not find this funny. He does not find anything funny. He just got 3 new suits from Men's Warehouse. Okay? It's not a funny fucking thing about it.
July 13th? 14th?
For sure.
The 14th would be fine with us, Your Honor.
What's on that week, Kelsey? Looks clear, right?
14th is fine for us, Judge. Thank you.
In plaintiffs as well, Your Honor.
Does it not always feel so unnecessary to go over scheduling? I mean, I know you got to do it. I understand that they have to but shouldn't this be done at a different time? It feels like this could be an email. This meeting could have been an email. All right? It's annoying.
Why don't we do Monday the 13th? Well, no, do 14th. We'll do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Now that we've gotten that out of the way.
So let's
Your
go.
Honor, Your Honor, one housekeeping matter regarding the filing schedule of this motion. The statute provides that the motion for relief under the anti-SLAPP law has to be filed within 60 days of service of process on each defendant. My client was served, I believe, on June 21st. Based on the schedule, we may be a little bit over that timing based on the...
Wait a second. Now I can't. Now he's rambling. I have to go back down to 1. Sorry, guys.
Extension of time that we've received and the other side has received. I don't understand conferences with opposing counsel.
Do you care?
They have an
Not at all, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So number 2 on the Rule 16 list, I guess you're going to have to take a look at the motion to dismiss to see whether or not you need to amend. Do you anticipate any other need to amend?
The only other reason, no, probably in light of the motion, probably the biggest grounds. Obviously, since filing the complaint, we've uncovered information about additional statements, and there have been additional defamatory statements by one of the defendants since that time. And at the end of the day, how much do we need to, add to the complaint? As Your Honor already noted, it's 50 pages. So we would anticipate perhaps in response to the motion, but it would kind of be dual purpose if we did so.
We can talk about obtaining admissions, but I doubt that's going to be too productive.
Don't think so, Judge.
Hopeful. Can try, right? Documents. There should be some talk early.
Oh, I like him. I like him. Do I like him because he's an elderly man? Yes. Do I like him because he reminds me of a Who in some way? Yes. Do I like him because although his lobes are large, they are not alarming? Okay? Because any man over the age of 70 will have a large lobe. But I'll tell you this, it's not a red flag. His are green flag lobes.
On about documents, both agreeing to certain documents and what you're going to object to, so we can address those issues quickly. And then that plays into number 6, about electronically stored documents. So why don't you send them what you had in the other case to start? Didn't you come up with some protocol?
We did. I am confident that we can work out a protocol right at the outset that works for this case. I'm happy to work with plaintiff's counsel to do that. I think we all do ESI a lot, so I don't think that'll be an issue here.
Are you speaking for all three of you now?
We're just speaking for these two.
My client has not previously been involved in any of these litigations, of course, but we are happy to work with opposing counsel on that issue as well.
Okay, so hopefully you can try and agree on that before the hearing date on the anti-slap motions, right?
Thank you so much, Law Girls Not Attorneys. I will cover that afterwards if we want to, but I want to definitely. Thank you for allowing me to use it.
How about number 7, claims of privilege? Given the number of allegations in the complaint involving the parties and their lawyers, I have to anticipate it's going to be an issue.
Yes, Your Honor, there is. The allegations speak to communications with counsel, so we have to work through those, and we'll be asserting the appropriate objections and asserting the Ms. Reed's rights to protect that privilege.
Right. I'm sure you will, but some of the discussions and manner in which maybe parties themselves allowed information to become public may raise some issues with those claims of privilege. So how about we start with what's in the complaint, and maybe you could work toward identifying issues you have with some of the statements in the complaint. Because ultimately we're going to have to deal with them on a statement-by-statement basis, I think.
We certainly can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I shared his statement. I think there'll be some complex privilege issues potentially in this case, as Your Honor alluded to, given attorneys being used and third parties involved in these statements and what they were disclosing and additional information you've learned. So, I'm amenable to teeing these issues up. Part of it, we need to kind of see what the nature of the privilege assertion ultimately is and whether or not it stands. But I think, plaintiffs are obviously agreeable to addressing those as early as possible.
Your Honor, in terms of the best way to address that so the court can adjudicate the issue, would you prefer that we submit some type of a compendium of what we think is protected, privileged, allow them to respond, and then bring it to the court's attention? How would you like us to do that?
I would welcome you working to try and agree on what you can agree on. And
I would welcome you being attorneys, okay? And although you are on opposing sides, but to maybe just try it on for size, that you two figure it the fuck out and then bring it to me where you can't. Just food for thought. Yes, my Whoville judge.
agree on what you're going to disagree on. Okay?
Thank you.
So work that out however you want, and we'll pick a date. If you want to get some dates on the books now, because I know everyone's going to be busy, do we want to pick a date in August that we could deal with the privilege issues? You don't have to. I'm just offering it up.
I would suggest, Your Honor, and I'm going to speak for the defendants, that maybe we confer and then we can come to you with a date. It might be the easier way of doing it then, because I'm not even sure what the parameters of it will be until we have a chance to see their position and go forward. That's just my 2 cents.
I'm betting.
Ronald, Beanbag Ronald, Facts Matter journalism. What are you doing? This isn't true. Is this true? This isn't true. Stop it. There's no protruding earlobes. Weirdo. Unless someone was exhumed or there was some like grave robbery, which, did you know, lovies, random side note, never bury your loved ones with their jewelry. We buried Nana Phyllis with her amethyst ring. I wish we didn't. I wish the frig we didn't. Want to know why? Because I'm sure there was likely a pawn shop in Brighton that received it probably weeks after she had passed away. So don't do that. Like, you can't bury people with it. Give it all to the grandchildren or the children, or donate it to an organization for them to auction off, because it happens so much more than you think. People are like, oh no, that didn't happen. When all the fresh dirt is on, there are creepazoids. There are actual grave robbers in these United States, and specifically in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, that in the middle of the night will go out, dig up the graves, and take all of your grandmother, grandfathers, God forbid, younger people's, their valuables. Facts matter. No earlobes, though, protruding from the ground. Fucking beanbag.
Though that there's got to be some things you don't agree on.
Your Honor, assuredly, there's going to be areas we do agree on. It's just, what are those specifically? Because privilege fights are very detailed and back specific. So I think we need to understand what they're ultimately going to be, what the assertion is going to be. So that's why I'm just putting out there that
I agree with that, Judge.
Okay.
I don't have a dog in this fight, I think.
Well, you might, right?
Well, in the sense that Mr. Carney's lawyer is not involved in any communications.
I love that, Noni.
Complaint, to my understanding.
No communications alleged between Mr. Carney and his attorney?
I believe in the complaint there are not any. Obviously, there's a lot of communication between him and Defendant Reed's attorneys, as outlined in there. But I can't just top of my head recall any. I don't remember him having an attorney during the course of the core of the conspiracy, the defamation that we've alleged in there. But there's nothing in the complaint, as far as I recall. So,
okay. Does anyone anticipate any expert witnesses?
Well, the underlying lawsuit has the need for expert witnesses. So, like, in terms of
now, of course, guys, of course.
the claims,
I have a question. So when they're talking about Turtle Boy, Aidan Carney, and his communication with lawyers, they're talking about communication with David Yannetti, our bowl of spaghetti, or Alan Jackson, perhaps, but not Mr. Betterow and not Mr. Bradle. So that's interesting to me. That is going to be interesting to see what is privileged, what is not, because the communication that has been released, I don't know, because it didn't come from Aidan or Karen. It came from a disgruntled third party that put it online. And now this causes problems for Karen and for Aidan in the defamation suit. Oh, the tangled web.
In this case, I need to assess that, Judge. I'm not certain at this point, but
When you say the underlying lawsuit,
well, the underlying lawsuit, the death of John O'Keefe, obviously there's a dispute about.
oh, no, I'm just talking in this case.
We need to assess that. I don't have an answer for you at the moment, Judge.
We would anticipate several experts, questions of damages, internet usage, potentially issues relating to the death of Officer O'Keefe, potentially, and part of it plays into what's the state of issue resolution by that time. So it's kind of difficult to predict looking forward, but we anticipate at the outset having several experts.
Okay. Well, I encourage you to give it some thought because that's the purpose of Rule 16, to try and get ahead of it.
Hey, give it some thought.
Right.
Use your brain.
So the timing and extent of discovery. The timing, if we put this on a fast track, discovery and depositions served and non-expert depositions completed would be February 10, 2027.
Years. 2 years.
Attorney Tuxbury, have you given thought to how many people you think you need to depose?
Oh, we have, Your Honor. It depends. I think in this case, it's unique, Your Honor, because obviously there's been a criminal trial. There's been testimony taken. There's been grand jury testimony taken. We don't have those transcripts. We're trying to get those, but there's been that. There's a pending wrongful death lawsuit that Your Honor is overseeing. There's depositions going to be taken in that case. So I think about this case, I think about the ability to leverage for discovery purposes prior testimony. Hopefully we'll be able to do that so that people are either no need to take them because they've already been deposed. Even though I wasn't there, I have some information there. But we anticipate somewhere between 15 to 2 dozen is what our current estimate of what we think of witnesses would be. And in terms of timing, Your Honor.
Think about that. Think about that, babes. 15 to 2 dozen, 24. Depositions. When we've already had 2 trials, we have multiple media interviews. We have interviews with Mass State Police, allegedly, none recorded, but neither here nor there. I mean, all of the information, all of the transcripts, all of the testimony, and you're still thinking you need 15 to 24 more depositions. If that doesn't give you an absolute kick to your garganta, which is your throat, okay? I have Arja. I didn't even eat red sauce, and I need a Tums.
We weren't that far off from what you suggested. I think the big X factor for us is the length of time on the, how long it takes to adjudicate the NSI motion, whether there's interlocutory appeal, but we think discovery February, mid-spring is very reasonable. But with that caveat of how long that briefing takes.
February's in the winter, though.
I don't know if that's good or
Don't want
bad.
to extend it already. And last I checked in that other case, there wouldn't be a lot of transcripts available at this point.
I believe
maybe that's changed a little.
I believe only one, Your Honor. Yes.
We're trying. We're trying in that one. In terms of the number of witnesses, I generally agree with Mr. Tuxbury, but in terms of the number of witnesses and the time frame seems to be fine, depending on how the anti-slap motion is.
Okay. And I know you already think it's not enough, your client thinks it's not enough time, but
I would suggest that it's probably not enough time, but
we're going to do our best.
I believe him.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to talk about?
The one thing, Your Honor, we talked about the hearing on the 14th for the anti-slap motion. We hadn't talked about an opposition date for, our opposition to 2 motions. One will be June 10th and one will be next week. I would propose, Your Honor, if it's amenable, July 7th for responses to both.
I like when we whisper.
That's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, would we be provided with an opportunity in the event we need to submit a reply.
As long as you get it done by the end of that week. I gotta read it ahead of time. Get it done by the 10th. Does that work?
I'll be away in Europe at that time, but we'll have to do what we can.
I'm not looking to ruin your vacation, all right? So if you're saying you have someone else that can help you out deal with it, fine.
I do.
Okay, good.
I'm guessing it's not his wife. Whew. Sorry, guys. What are we doing? Oh, it's over. Is it over? No, it isn't. JK.
Perspective.
I think we've covered everything, Your Honor.
Any of the defendants?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Also, the matter is continued to June 4th, 2026 at 10 a.m. for the hearing on the protective order. This further continues to July 14th, 2026 at 2 p.m. for the hearing on the anti-slap motion.
All right. Also, I like that outfit. Look at Miss Court Reporter. Adorable. Okay. She did this right out of school. You can tell she is a woman who loves a good skirt suit, which I like a good skirt suit. Had one prepared. Have one always prepared in the closet. It's a camel color. Just incredible. I wouldn't do a navy stripe, horizontal stripe, because I'm a thickums. If that was a long stripe, a longitudinal, maybe we could do it. Just saying. But she is cute, Magoots. Absolutely. Adorbs. I love it. And a bun. Stop it with your bun. She's no petty paralegal in an ill-fitting pencil skirt. She is put together. What a queen. All right. I vote for her. I vote for her as the secretary of all Whoville. All right. Now, what else? Let me, am I going to stop sharing that? Does that make sense? Yes, we're stopping sharing. Now, get together here. I do want, you guys want to go over the Lindsay Clancy hearing from today? Do we want to do that? Law girls, not attorneys, did give me permission, so we can do that. But we have to do one other thing first. Ready? There is fuckery afoot, and it's the antis. Yes, please. Okay, we will do this. We will absolutely do it. Just let us get through the Kelsey alleged out of control, erratic bar behavior of one 28-year-old Kelsey Fitzsimmons. All right. No babies in a bar, but God us, everyone's an asshole. There is no Victorian child in that courtroom. And this is why we wonder, in the year of 2026, did pneumonia take him? Okay, that's not off the table this year. I had the walk-in pneumonia. Kyle Busch is no longer with us. The Victorian child didn't have a chance. I hope he's still with us, but he may not be. All right. So let me pull up. I just posted it because we need to see this. It was unbelievable. And everyone's tagging me. Cam, you hypocrite. Are you going to cover this? And it's like, yeah, sure will, dickheads. Sure will. Share it and carrot. Add to stage. Pull up pitch. Bang, bang. All right. Oh, this is something. Okay, that's interesting to come to. But now let's go with Nurse Kim, Punch the Monkey, Mama Orangutan. That's a little bit of joy. So on May 26th, the same day of the defendant's insanity, we were brought allegations against one Kelsey Fitzsimmons in a filing from Justin A-Lyin POS and his counsel in family court. I was unwell, okay, reading these bullet points, and I have a clap back for each and every one of them. So you are my people. You get this. We get this because we understand humans are humaning. If you are perfect, then you are not of this world. If you're not Jesus and you are just throwing stones at other people all the goddamn time, it's icky. It's icky. Stop it. You're not perfect. But these specific allegations are incredibly rich, coming from what has been stated and really not rebutted by Justin's legal counsel for the family court division at all in previous filings by Kelsey, who I don't believe was trying to shame him, but rather to address significant concerns. All right. So now let us go. 22 of a 14-page document. In early May of 2026, this month, mother was observed at a bar located in Newburyport, Essex County, Massachusetts. After being served only one mixed drink, mother began acting aggressively, erratically, and out of control. I'd like you to know that there's a footnote number 8 here, and the footnote says, to protect the establishment from potential public scrutiny and harassment, father intentionally omits the name of this bar from this pleading, as the establishment has expressed concern about possible safety issues and retribution. Father will provide name of the establishment to the court upon request. So now, babes, take this in. You were specifically using the words aggressively, erratically, and out of control. All right, keep that in the back of our noggins. Number 23, mother was observed flashing the entire bar and was found partially naked in the women's restroom with a male individual. Mother's actions and behavior were observed by several patrons of the bar, and she was asked to leave. Mother has been banned from this bar. I'm passing away. I passed away. Don't let my lobe be put near a lawnmower anywhere in a cemetery, okay? Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up, you dumb bitch. Because what? Are you saying that none of you went to Senor Frogs in Cancun for spring break? Are you saying that none of you went to Mardi Gras and showed some tatas back in the day when you were in your 20s? First of all, yes, you shouldn't be showing your titties in an establishment. I get it. But who are you to judge? All right? Maybe say, hey, lady, nice titties. All right? They're great. But also, I don't want Ralph looking at them. You know? Several patrons saw this. And then she ended up half naked in a stall with a man. I'm sorry. Are you saying that she is possibly hooking up with a dude in a bathroom at a bar? Oh, call the fucking police. Call the police on her. Stop it. Stop it. First of all, who cares? Second of all, getting dick down consensually in a public restroom is frowned upon. Okay? But don't you dare act like it didn't happen, or it hasn't happened, or that there's the Mile High Club for a reason. There's a Sex in a Bar club for a reason. All right? You know that McMorgan's is finger micking good. Hello, there are things that happen. Don't make it weird. And it's just awkward that this is being utilized as like her being aggressive, erratic, and out of control. Again, I'm not understanding where that terminology and that verbiage is accurately coming into play. Do you know what I mean? Yes. And Tara Chat Handle says it's been extremely exaggerated. And Courtney says, I don't think she would risk doing it. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But I also am not judging. I'm not judging you having one drink. I'm not judging you like, I don't know, maybe the first time she went out. Who knows? Okay, like, and I understand that in today's day and age, you're telling me that no man in his 50s in Newburyport that have boats, okay, and they're like definitely hosting like lobster fucking, oh, want to come to my lobster bake-off? There was 26 men that would have been like, immediately take out their phones and been like, I just saw some titties. I just saw some titties. Titties are us. Where is that? Where are those patrons? I want to know. I'm just saying. And that's a bigger concern. Noni's Treasure House is saying if that happened after one drink, then something nefarious happened. Because that doesn't make sense. Although Kelsey is a small girl, right? She's tiny. One alcoholic beverage from an establishment, not like a heavy pour, but like if you're at somewhere and they're doing a jigger or whatever, or they're doing like 1, 2, whatever it is, there's no way that you would be that frisky dingoing if it wasn't for maybe you were somebody slipped you something. Maybe somebody put something in your drink. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like the behavior after one drink that a normal person or that you would expect for our bodies to be able to metabolize. Alcohol, it shouldn't be that impairing to you. All right. So then, let me get rid of that actually. Then it says, the co-owner of this establishment informed Father's Counsel that all staff have been informed that mother is not to be served and is not welcome at this bar, and that this type of behavior is entirely unacceptable. Are you my dad? Father's Counsel was further informed that although the bar contacted the police regarding a potential no trespass order against the mother, the establishment ultimately chose not to pursue the order due to concerns that doing so would escalate the situation. I call bullshit immediately. Immediately, foul on the play. Wait, do I have any sounds that would make sense here? Probably, but now I've made it weird. Like, this is awkward. Oh, that didn't really work. How about this one? There we go. Heartbeat fast. Why that doesn't make sense, or why I would call bullshit, is in what world is a bar calling a family court counsel, a lawyer, and saying, hi, I just wanted to let you know that this person was at my establishment and I ended up banning her for life because she showed her titties and she went to a bar and hooked up with, and she went into a bathroom and hooked up with someone. I call bullshit. I call bullshit because asking for a no trespass order after the fact is not what you were describing in this said filing. What you were describing is you're saying that she was aggressive, she was erratic, and she was out of control. If all of those things were true, then she would be what? Disturbing the peace. Or she could be a, oh God, like, what is the other one? Disturbing the peace. Or just like that you wanted to have her removed. You tried to file and get this afterwards. But then you thought it would escalate the situation. Escalate what situation? That she would come back, show more titties? You thought she was going to come back and allegedly show more boobies? No, stop. Disorderly conduct. That was it. Thank you, law girls. Disorderly conduct. So if you were really concerned in the moment, you would have called the police. You would have asked for her to be removed from the premises, not after the fact. And you wouldn't be saying, oh, I'm concerned that this situation, which clearly is an isolated incident, that you would think would actually turn into an escalated situation. Stop. And also, I would be 100% shocked, lovies, if somebody said that this co-owner of the bar isn't family friends or old family friends with Justin or his parents or somebody. They know someone. Because if you think of every degenerate that has ever been at a bar since the beginning of time, no one is getting dimed out to family court because of lewd booby showing. Like, what? Stop it. That we've told all the staff that she's not allowed in here. I'm pretty sure, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that's not the worst thing that's ever happened in whatever establishment this is in friggin' Newburyport. And I know that they're hoity-toity, and I know that they're uppity, but like, I bet you, I'd say maybe 6 out of 7 nights, someone's blowing rails off the toilet in one of your stalls. So God forbid, Paul gets an HJ. Come on. I don't know. I think that this is a big setup. I think that if it was a criminal concern, or you were concerned that somebody had hurt somebody, if you were concerned that she was going to drive impaired, if you were concerned of anything, of her being aggressive, erratic, and out of control while she was at your bar, you're responsible. You served her. Was this before or after she had a drink at your establishment? Just a question. And Meatball Morrissey Sketty saying, is she being followed and rugged? I don't know. I have no idea. But it seems so off to me. And then it said that number 25, the mother's behavior made the patrons of the establishment uncomfortable, and at least one patron left the bar as a result of the mother's behavior. You had one person. My God. Flashed the entire bar her titties. And I'm guessing it's probably a wife of someone, if it happened, allegedly. I'm just saying. Like, okay, you lost one customer. God darn it. Number 26, this type of erratic and aggressive behavior. Oh, whoa, we're saying it again. We're doubling down on page 14, which mother has a long history of exhibiting, is extremely alarming, especially when the mother represented to this court less than 1 month ago that she is currently engaged in ongoing mental health counseling and that she is compliant with prescribed medication. Father has still never been informed as to what mother is being treated for. Oh, keep lying. So now here's where I'm like, wrong answer. Absolutely wrong answer. Because unfortunately, Justin, you and your counsel don't actually have any rights to Kelsey's psychiatric and or mental health records and treatment plan, her licensed behavioral health provider would be able to furnish all of her records that are requested by the court, not by your lawyer. Also, you don't know what she's being treated for. You knew damn right well she had postpartum depression, correct? You knew damn right well that she had an anxiety diagnosis because, I don't know, in other court filings that you didn't have anything to really say about, you used to take her benzos, her Ativan, but you don't know what she's being treated for. Okay, how about the fact that she was shot in her own home by a fellow colleague and almost died? How about that she didn't have contact with her son for how long? How many months? 8 months? 9 months? Ripped from her arms that day. And then she was sent to the hospital, med-flighted. Then she gets to prison, or to jail, rather, to jail, not prison. Then she goes to court. She's like, oh, I just had a chest tube in. It's a little hard for me to do this breathing test. And Judge Kathleen is like, well, too bad. Let me remand you back to prison, to jail. I don't know. Maybe it's a complex PTSD. Couldn't tell you. I'm just an outsider. But there seems to be a lot of things that could be contributing and that would maybe, just maybe, be what she is treated for. And GA Cat Mom says she's an adult and she didn't have the baby with her. Again, like, listen, just like Reese Witherspoon says, there's no babies in the bar from Sweet Home Alabama. Oh, there's a baby in the bar. There was no baby in the bar. Calm down. Yeah, you could say it's uncouth. Yeah, you could say, hey, I wouldn't do it. Not me. But, like, get over yourselves. It's not, and if you didn't call the police at the time, again, this is where I see that it's nefarious, guys. This is where I see that there's something else. It's a different spin zone, because if you thought that she was a risk to herself or others after being at your establishment and serving her alcohol, then that's a bad choice on the establishment. And Priscilla says, yes, Linda Bodden-Kenny went on and on about coercive control. And LMP69 says, it's clear to me Justin is having her watched. It's clear to me that Justin knows a bar owner. One of the co-owners he knows. Period. Where's the video? Even the shittiest bars in all the land, our favorite dive bars, have cameras in 2026. So I'm pretty sure that that a spot in Newburyport, show me what happened. If it happened, which I don't know it did. And Maid of Questions says, it's not clear to me that any of this even happened. I agree. I 100% agree. So then 27 says, the father is deeply concerned about the status of mother's mental health and substance use and the effect that the same will have on the young child. I have not believed that there were any allegations of substance use against or lodged against Kelsey. I do know that there have been allegations of substance use and substance use disorder on Justin, and that he was allegedly drinking the cooking wine, and that his cousin or brother or whoever it was would give him some non-prescribed Adderall, and that he was helping himself to Kelsey's anti-anxiety medication. And let's not forget the fridge acid right next to the fucking butter. I have questions. Like, pick a poison here, pal. It's a little red flaggy to do all the drugs. Most people pick one. But not him. Not him. He's a psychedelic ETOH, like uppers, downers, inners, outers. He's Alice in fucking Wonderlandin'. And number 28, given the foregoing, it is the father's position that the parties should continue to adhere to the step-up reunification parenting plan established in the temporary order Mitchell Maneuver J, dated May 1, 2026, which has been effective for less than 1 month. 29. This verified opposition is further supported by such arguments that may be advanced by counsel at the time of hearing. Okay. I dare you to argue this. I dare you to argue this because I think it will be shot down. I think that any judge with an ounce of jurisprudence or integrity and ethics will say, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, so you heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who, where's the proof? And with the proof of, even if, babes, there was a flashing of titties and an HJ in a bathroom, like a bar at a bathroom. And what would that prevent you from parenting appropriately? Don't slut shame people. Like, I don't know. I feel as though, like, you're allowed to be young. You're allowed to, she's 28. I can't imagine. I mean, my girls were 4 and 5 when I was 28. Was I going out? No. But, like, you're allowed to go out, blow some steam off. I don't think it happened. But if it did, how is she a risk to her child? Can someone explain that to me? Can one of the 8 assholes that are on X saying that she's the worst person that ever lived, how does that impact her parenting? Exactly. And not to mention all that she's been through. Like, she's working on it. She's working through it. Get out of here. Shut the fuck. Oh, like, stop it. This is the worst you've got. This is what you've got in the holster. And he thought he did his big one on this, guys. This is what he thought was like, got her. Well, pardon me, but I don't think that when you are not bringing your baby to the bar and you're out with whoever you are, like, you're being an adult. Do your adult things. There's no criminal charges pressed. The cops weren't called. She was asked to leave allegedly. I don't know. I'll say I don't believe it until there is proof. Until there's receipts, proof, timeline. But God forbid she had one drink at that establishment, you dumb assholes. Maybe she was drugged or somebody slipped her something, and then she blacked out. And God forbid, because now you'll have a case against you. If she wasn't in her right mind because of something that happened on your watch. But I'm glad you went and ran to Justin and his counsel for them to put this in a filing in family court. Huh. And Meatball Morrissey says he keeps digging himself in a hole. Absolutely. And Law Girls Not Attorneys says, would they even have her name on record if the police didn't do anything? No, because it was after the fact. Let's say they called at the time of the incident. They didn't. And like, you can't tell me that there wasn't some sort of setup here, because how would they know, oh, this is Kelsey Fitzsimmons. I know that she's in a custody battle with Justin A-Lyin. So let me call his counsel to tell them that she was kicked out of my bar. Stop it. That doesn't happen. And again, Kelly comes back with Kelly busting Justin's fridge acid, still applicable, incredible name. Even if it's true, who cares? She's an adult. God, I dislike him. Like, I don't get it. I don't get where people are going to tag me in this and be like, she's unsafe to be around children. No. What? She shouldn't be able to reunify and have custody of her baby because she went out without her baby and had a time? Okay. I don't know. I just think if anybody could take a time that you've done something stupid when you're out, you know, I just don't understand how that would be impactful. What is stupid? Don't drive. Don't drive when you're drunk. Stupid. Nonsensical. If she didn't do that, she didn't fight anyone, she wasn't physically fighting anyone, then what are you filing this? This is not even newsworthy, never mind filing worthy, in my opinion. And Noni says, I think 98% of us parents would have to be considered unsafe then. Absolutely. And I mean, think about our parents in the 80s. We didn't even wear seatbelts. They smoked in the car, windows up. But because she goes out, lets her hair down, lets her titties out, and gives an H.J. in a bathroom, can't have her kid. Can't have her kid. Lock her up. Get over yourselves. To me, this looks insane. And I'm not being biased. I'm being unbiased because I'm trying to because typically I'd be like, don't give them a reason. Do I think it happened? Not particularly. But even if it did, I don't give a fuck. Can I say that louder for the people in the back? If it all happened, I don't give a shit. And that doesn't make her a bad mom. And it doesn't make her in a position that she should not have custody of her child. Period. In my opinion. And Beanbag is a big fan of Kelsey's. We love to hear it. It's a supportive king. We love it. Okay. So that's that, babes. What did you think? His parents and family, LMP 69 says, his parents and family give off vibes of being ultra puritanical, ready to condemn everyone but their own family. So I would agree with that, except they are in the recovery business, like substance use disorder and recovery business. They believe in second chances. They believe in hope and faith. And figuring it out. And I believe, not to speak out of turn, but I believe that addiction, as it affects 1 and like 2, that it affected people in their family as well. So how are you to judge one night out and having one drink versus what you're preaching in all other aspects and in your businesses? That's weird. And Mama She has been a member at Nurse Kim's house consensually for 6 months. Mama She, hi, babe. Listening while working. Thank you for this. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here, babe. And sorry, Tracy Cooley said they believe in complete control. They're about forcing someone into treatment via the courts. Yeah, you can only Section 35 someone, which is when they're a risk to themselves or others with substance, in a Section 35 in Massachusetts. And that is basically a court order because you are in danger. You are unable to make a competent decision for yourself, and that you're at risk of losing your life. And it's kind of rare that we're able to get Section 35s because patients have autonomy. You have autonomy. You can make the choices. I can hope for you all day that you want to change or you want to go to treatment. But until somebody wants it themselves, you make yourself crazy. Unless you were actually incapable of making the correct decisions. And the courts are very, very strict on the applicable scenarios in which these are approved. Because think about that. Going against your will when you're like, fuck, when you're like, F that, I just want to, let me do my thing. Let me go out. And I mean, it's put in place for very good reason. And it is used in most circumstances in a way that is looking for a positive outcome for a patient, for the community, for families. It's always wanting that positive outcome. Yeah. Welcome, Regan. Regan's a new member at my house consensually. Let me see ya. Oh, hi. How are you? It's kind of a shit show here, Regan. So yeah, I think that is just a little food for thought, babes. Just think about it. Just think about it. Do you give one shit? Does it make or break anything that you think? Does it make or break your thoughts of anyone as being a parent because they flashed their titties at Mardi Gras in 2008? Or, that they went to second base in a bathroom at a bar? No, doesn't for me. And, oh God, Pugnicious Paralegal says their knowledge of the system is coercive control. He says over and over in the pleadings how she is out of control, his control, not out of her own control. He is a control freak. Ooh, isn't that toxic? Ew, isn't that red flags? Poor thing. Poor Kelsey. Like, by the time you wake up and you see, like, holy shit, what has happened here? It's usually a whirlwind because when you love somebody, you don't see the bad. You don't ever want to see the things that would otherwise, if it was a friend or a family member, it would stare you in the face and you'd be like, hey, we have problems here. Saying those, writing those specific words, the aggressive, erratic, and out of control, is just not applicable. It's not applicable at all. So that gives me pause, guys. Love is blind. Pretty fly for a Wi-Fi. You're right. And when you wake up sometimes and you see that, like, oh, this was always like this, that's sad. She's dealing with that on top of it, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying, I'm just making an observation that if she is not exactly what he would like her to do or be, or, he's got all of his feelers out and he is prepared for any information to come in at any time for him to use against her. Not ever withstanding that that's the mother of his child. Get along for your baby. Do better, not Kelsey. Do better for your baby, Justin. It's not about you. Ugh, gross. Yeah, and the other Mary B just hits us with, they would have a heart attack if they saw what I've done on nights out. And I'm a mother, for Christ's sake. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Like, were you never... Did you never have a boyfriend and you do weird shit? Did you never go to Mardi Gras? Did you never go to Senor Frogs in Cancun? Did you never? Maybe you didn't. But that's light. That's kid shit, in my opinion. All right. So now, let me go over here, babes. I just want to grab the law girls, not attorneys. Girls, not attorney. Oh, wait, no, I got to do that in, you got to do it in YouTube, dummy. Oh, Kimberly. One day you'll figure it out. And we could go over Lindsay Clancy, and then I will bid you adieu because I'm going to make chicken cutlets, paper thin chicken cutlets. And then we're going to do a Montante's World tonight. All right. Law girls, not attorneys. It's Montante's World. I just live in it. Okay. Here we go. This is, nope. Yep, that is her. And now, oh, congratulations, guys. You have 4,000 subscribers. That's incredible. Is it live? 3 hours ago. Perfect. Oh, shit. I'm streaming. Okay, let me share this tab instead. Okay, did I do it? Oh, I did it. She's a technical wizard. Call me Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, you friggers. Okay, here it is. Oh, Lindsay Clancy, this case too. God, we'll be covering this. I'm doing gavel to gavel. Hi, little law girls. We're going to pull it up.
For the court is docket number 2383CR98.
Mr. Reddington.
Commonwealth versus Lindsay Clancy. Ms. Clancy is present by way of Zoom. Counsel is present in the courtroom. Your Honor, counsel, please state your name for the record. We can start with the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Jennifer Sprague for the Commonwealth.
Tree Sprague, good morning.
Shannon Buckingham, also for Commonwealth.
Tree Buckingham, good morning.
Morning, Judge Kevin Reddington on behalf of Ms. Clancy, who obviously is with us in Zoom.
Hi, Mr. Reddington, good morning, and Ms. Clancy, good morning. All right. This is really more just a status type conference. I just kind of wanted to see where we are in regards to discovery issues, and then also discuss kind of what we're going to do the next date, which would be the final trial conference, June 18th. All right, so I just kind of I had that different date in my head, but I just wanted to confirm that. All right, so I guess first off, where are we in regards
Lindsay
to,
looks like a mannequin.
The discovery.
Tewksbury Hospital, just up at the top.
I understand that the examiner's report was filed. So, Kamal?
Yes, one out of the 3 examiners' reports were filed. Dr. Mack is working on his report, should have it to us sometime next week. Dr. Sathoff is interviewing the defendant tomorrow, and then again should have his report either next week or the week after. And then I think discovery will be complete on the Commonwealth's part. At that point, we turned over a last little bit of discovery regarding toxicology from the autopsies of the children this week. Was the only from the lab outstanding. So that's all set. The records from Mass General Hospital and Quinnipiac have come in. We just asked the court order that we can inspect and copy them, both parties.
Counsel, any objection to that?
No.
All right, so both parties may be allowed to inspect and copy those records.
Thank you. I also have provided to defense counsel a copy of our active witness list, so the court has an idea of how many people could potentially testify. I addressed one thing with defense counsel this morning. You'll note that there are 168 witnesses. A lot of that has to do with the Commonwealth versus Gordon case and the lab requiring that we call a lot of foundational witnesses, but we've been talking to defense counsel about that. And one thing that we wanted to put on the record this morning regarding NMS labs, that's a private lab that tested some of the defendant's blood. In order to get those results in under Gordon, we would have had to call, I think, approximately 12 witnesses and fly them in from out of state. Defense counsel, I believe, is
Mary B, just saying that, like, I totally feel the same way. I feel as though I would need to be snowed. Like, if I came to and I realized what happened, and if it was truly postpartum psychosis, which I believe that Lindsay Clancy 100% sought all available options to her, from emergency rooms to outpatient to partial inpatient programs, and to voluntarily admitting herself to McLean's hospital. She did it all because she knew that something was wrong, and feeling that way, that even as a nurse and a mother, that if McLean's, the #1 psychiatric inpatient facility basically in the United States of America, can't help me, then I'm broken beyond repair. And now she's been at Tewksbury State Hospital and is wheelchair bound. And I can't imagine what that existence and the prison of her own mind must be.
Is not, well, I'll let you speak for yourself.
Thank you. Your Honor, I understand the Gordon case. Obviously, I could put the government's feet to the fire, so to speak, and have them bring in literally every single witness that had anything to do with the care, custody, control, testing of the blood. I do not do that as a matter of course unless it's relevant material to my defense, which it is not in this case. So I told the DA that I would not be requiring them to bring 12 people in just to say that someone had the blood sample, chain of custody, somebody put it under a microscope, and they're going to have, I think, one witness that would probably testify to what the findings were. So we'll be agreeable on that.
All right. And the others have been summoned, so if anything changes, we would make arrangements to bring them in.
I have, just so Your Honor knows, probably around 50 witnesses, but most of them are civilian witnesses. We've been very, very cooperative on both sides as far as exchanging reports and documents and evidence and things of that nature. And there seems to be an overlap on the number of the witnesses on the civilian side that's in the government's list is in my.
Okay, that's rough. That is rough. And you just saw that's close up. It's like scary. It's like looking at a shell of a human.
So it won't be that bad. It's not going to be that good, but it's not going to be that bad.
All right. How about from the defendant's standpoint in regards to discovery? Where do we stand in regards to that?
I will say that I have found the DA's office to be extremely responsive. I made a phone call about a month ago and requested opportunity to look at physical evidence. They had it all set up for me to go in. They're very accommodating, and Jen Sprague sends me an email or two once or twice a week with more discovery. So I'm good with the discovery.
All right. So
I'm sorry. I would just ask, and now that discovery is complete on the Commonwealth side, other than the 2 doctors' reports, I would just ask for reciprocal discovery in terms of any reports of investigators regarding the potential witnesses.
I don't have any. I never do.
Okay.
All right. All right. So it seems to me the thing we're really kind of waiting on right now would be those final two examiner's reports. And then I guess the question I'd have, I probably know the answer, but is there going to be any objection to both parties with the exchange of each other's
No, we've already decided that.
Okay, that's what I figured. But I just, under the rule, I just wanted to make sure that's kind of where we were.
So somebody commented, Lovey, I'm sorry, I missed your comment, but I couldn't grab it in time. But somebody said that, like, why are we charging her? Why couldn't they just either get her help or maybe keep her at Tewksbury State for the rest of her life now? Because nobody clearly thinks she did this with intent. There actually is a lot of people that think she did this with intent. The Commonwealth thinks that she did this with intent, and they say that the intent is because Lindsay asked her husband Patrick to go and get food, and she knew how long it was going to take him to go, and then she asked him to go to CVS to get Miralax. Now, let me tell you this, she didn't ask him to go get Miralax for herself, it was for her children. So if she'd really plotted to unalive them in that moment that he was gone to go get a fucking Mediterranean bowl, I don't think you ask him to go pick up the Miralax. So I think that that's counterintuitive. And unfortunately, she knew all the things as a labor and delivery nurse. She knew all the things of her postpartum. She knew her body. She knew what she was feeling. I think there was a guilt there. I think that the education level of her as well makes it hard to really have a come to Jesus moment of, oh shit, this is really bad. But she did have that moment right around New Year's. And she quite literally checked herself in to a psych hospital and didn't see a doctor for the first 5 days she was there. She said, oh, get me the hell out of here. Because if you know what those hospitals can be like, it is traumatic in and of itself. But then when you have people that are there on an involuntary hold, they're quite literally out of their minds. So you're dealing with, people that are there voluntarily, involuntary. There's really no separation of church and state. You're just with the population, unless there's a safety concern or a criminal concern. And she ends up leaving. And she was still back to basically square one because she's on these medications and she's on she's on meds that would knock out a fucking horse. And unfortunately, when you're going from a postpartum depression to a postpartum actual acute psychosis, it's a medical emergency, And had the switch flipped potentially when Patrick was home, maybe it could have been prevented. But if you're hearing voices in your head tell you that your children, the only way they're going to be saved is if you unalive them and then they'll go with God, and it's loud and it's telling you, it's command, telling you what to do. And if you actually believe the delusion of, oh my gosh, if my kids are going to die or they're going to go to hell if I don't do this, it can happen in a minute, in 5 minutes. And then just a reminder, she did leap from the second floor of her own home and is paralyzed.
Is there anything we need to address today that the parties think we should kind of deal with?
There were a couple of things that I just wanted to bring to the court's attention. One, Jessica Kenny from the Sheriff's Department had reached out about the June 18th date and whether the defendant would be here in person. It was my understanding that after today, she would be appearing in person for all dates.
Could I respectfully interrupt? I apologize. I have been ordered to start the trial in federal court that Monday, whatever that day is, the 15th, I think. Joseph
Mr. Reddington, whenever that day is.
It was advanced. So I just want to let you know, I'll ask the judge if, are we on at 2 o'clock?
10 a.m.
Yeah. Can we put it on tentatively for 2? Because she might let me leave at, like 1, and then I can come down here for 2. I'm pretty sure it's carved in stone. It's definitely going. I'm starting one Monday in there too, and it's just going to go back to back. So I just wanted to raise that issue right now rather than wait until the day before,
Why don't we go back and address that? Because I think that the discussion on that may best be done at sidebar, because it's going to talk about some medical issues and things like that. So put that one on hold. What else? Any other issues?
So what Attorney Kenny was asking for was that if the HABE is sent to Tewksbury, that a copy also be sent to her, because the Sheriff's Department is providing transportation.
Right. Yeah. We can do that. So any HABEs that go up to Tewksbury, a copy will be also.
Okay, so we want her to be able to
so
go.
That we can, address whatever motions, eliminate the best we can at that point. So.
Nervous.
Oh.
That's I get motions eliminate jury issues and check on the status of the examiner's reports. Okay. Right. Anything else we need to address?
No, Your Honor.
Nope. All right. Well, thank you, counsel. Thank you, Ms. Clancy.
Thank you.
We'll be in recess.
All right. Just for the record, the matter continues June 18th, 2026 at 2 p.m. for the final pretrial conference. Thank you all.
Right, thank you.
Is that it?
To be honest,
They're going to do motions in limine. When? Sorry, I missed it. If you were doing an assessment, what would you say? I think that she avoids eye contact. I feel like she might be disengaged would be a good one. Alert. Flat affect. Ugh. Heartbreaking. We know she did it. We know she did it, but it's just.
I still just get nervous.
Don't get nervous.
To be honest with you.
Don't be nervous. You're doing great. Thank you for letting me play this. All right. I am. It's 9 o'clock. It's 3:42. Okay. Detached for sure. And it's her aft. Yep. Very flat. Poor thing. All right. Well, that's it. And we know that she's going back and she will be present in court because she's able to get the ride from, or that's what they discussed about making sure she has transportation. It was agreed upon. And exactly, Robin. It's like a shell. You're looking at the shell of somebody. I bet you if you were to sit across from her, that she wouldn't make eye contact. That's what I always look at. It's like, are you engaging in that way? I wonder what her speech pattern would sound like. Those are just things I think of from a mental health aspect. I wonder what her medications look like now. So it's just devastating. And to Patrick Clancy and to baby Callum, Cora, and Dawson, her children who were lost, may God eternally protect their souls, because they were just absolutely angels and adorable babies. And you see the photographs, which photographs don't tell an entire story. But I believe Patrick Clancy when he said, my wife was born to be a mother, and that she didn't ever have a bad thought or a bone in her body that would hurt her children. And it's now that's who's looking back at the mirror. So sorry that went to a very sad place, but it's important. And I want to cover this when it does go to trial. All right, we're going to stop sharing that. Thank you so much, Law Girls Not Attorneys. Thank you to the Trial Channel. Thank you to the miraculously ridiculous Derek Carney for his banger of a song, which is Shut All the Way the Fuck Up, You Dumb Bitch. Merch coming soon. Are we making fridge magnets? You know it. All right. Okay, lovies, listen, do everything. I'm going to read these and then I'll bid you adieu. I'm making chicken cutlets. All right. Montage's like, are you? It's 4:00. It's like, okay, it's 3:45, sir. I know that you want an early dinner, but 4:45 is okay. All right. To Carla Peaches, thank you so much for being a consensual member at Nurse Kim's home. I love ya. And to my meatball Morrissey Sketty Stain, Slim Neck Daddy Higgins, Old Gray Brian A, 227, and McNuckles. Put it on a shirt. That's merch right now. Kimmy, can you quit your job and come on every day, please? No, I can't. But what I am going to tell you is this, Courtney. I've been inspired. I have been inspired by you guys, and possibly by Jess saying that only her, Jimmy, and Aiden could make it as content creators. Well, I take that as a personal challenge. So now I'm going to keep pumping it out. I want to do 3 shows a week. Is it crazy? Probably. I know I can't do every day, but I'm going to commit. I'm going to make a schedule and we're going to stick to the schedule. Will it be timely? Absolutely not. Will I say I'll be here at 2:30 and I end up showing up after cutlets? Probably. But I'll do fucking 3 shows every week for 3 months and we'll see where this cookie crumbles. Okay, Courtney? And then you'll say, Kimmy, can you just do 1 or 2 shows? Because 3 is too much. And to Live Laugh Lobotomy 67, thank you for being a member at my house for 4 months. You're such a beautiful human. I truly admire you. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Don't admire me. I'm just a Kim. I'm just your best friend from out of town. I'm nobody. And to my meatball Morrissey Sketty Stain, we did discuss that. Is she being rugged? Is she being followed? I bet you she's being followed. Mama She was listening while she works. Boopity boop 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 boo. And Priscilla's been here for 6 months consensually. She's looking forward to Sunday service with Mr. Betterow. Yeah, we're back, babes. Are we going to talk all the shit? I sent him a non-consensual voice note today that he didn't reply to. It was off the rails. It made sense at the time. And thank you so much to Regan for sending me a super. I don't know if that's a sticker or a chat, but I thank you for it. And to Jenny T04 has been a member at my house for 20 months. I've held you captive. This might be coercive control. My ex went through my trash and had plates run. Did you run? Run. Well, you did because it's an ex. I like that. And Regan says, can I please get an email for Kim? Yes, babe. That is legalnursekim@gmail.com. And I actually think I put it in the description. Shut up. I know. Isn't that crazy? I might have done it. It might be in the description of this video. And Pretty Fly for a Wi-Fi, thank you so much, babe, said, thank God there weren't camera phones in the 90s or in the early 2000s, babe. I graduated in 2004. Like, we had, my first year of college, we got Facebook. We had MySpace. Fucking Tom was in my top 8 for 3 years. Just Tom. That guy with his fucking white shirt. Hey, Tom, what are we doing? I don't know. And Cheryl with an S has been a member at my house for 14 months. Again, coercive control. Dick down by Montante. #live it, love it. It's Montante's World, premiering tonight, 7-ish, starring your favorite, Michael Montante. And E-Chase says, ugh, now I want some cutlets. All right, where do you live? I'm making them paper thin. You're going to love it. Do I have broccoli for the side? Yes, I do. I'm about to razzle dazzle some fucking cutlets. I'm about to pound it out, not Pound Town, but like mallet style. That's the key. And also the key is Pecorino Romano cheese. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's just between us. It's Italian breadcrumbs and the Pecorino Romano. All right, I love your faces. I'll see you in a while, crocodiles. Come back to my house at 7 if you're available. Okay? Love you. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Bye.
Fat. If ain't got your ass getting fat. Bitch, you grown, that ain't been. Bitch, gonna see your ass up on the stairmaster. Bitch, you got it on level 2. Bitch, go a little faster. Look, girl, I ain't gonna lie, I tell you how I feel. Bitch, you handcuff your big ass to the treadmill. You wanna work out now, cause you know it's getting hot. And your big ass finna pop all the bottle off the top. Find the right chicks and some tight shit in your song. So your ass made some tight shit, we like shit.